Guys, I'm already starting this day off a little frustrated. By the way, it is, what's today? Wednesday morning. Ta-da! I was frustrated when I was making breakfast yesterday. I'm frustrated making breakfast today. I think I'm just not going to get these boxes anymore. Brett got one of these. Has 60 eggs in it. I got that one, but he got, it's like the second one that we've gotten. Brett got the first one, and there wasn't a problem with it. It was a lot of eggs. It was great. Well, this one, oh, I want it to be that, I think. This one, almost all the eggs, probably, maybe not almost all, at least 2/3, there's like 2 levels, at least 2/3 of the top level, and maybe like 1/10 of the ones at the bottom level were broken. And then, of the ones that weren't broken, they were like jelly. Like, they were like a gel type of thing. And I don't know if that's bad, like if that means they're like bad eggs, or like old eggs, or what it means, or if it means that like my fridge is too cold and they're like frozen. But I didn't want to take the chance, so I threw those out. So I was trying to find one that was like liquidy and not gel filled and not already broken. And then one of them I was trying to open. It was probably a normal-ish one, but I was like hitting it here, and it slipped out of my hand, and most of it went on the floor. I tried to catch it, but most of it went on the floor. A little bit went on here. I whipped all that off, but that was super annoying. So I don't think I'm going to get those boxes anymore, because you can't, unlike the cartons, you can't check inside those in the boxes because they're like taped really well shut. You can't check to make sure they're not broken. So I just I mean, it's only like 3 something, but so it's not a huge waste of money, but it's the fact that I wanted to get a bunch of eggs, and I counted on having a bunch of eggs for a while, and I can't hardly use any. It's super frustrating. Anyway, that's what's happening this morning. I forgot to do any of the trash stuff yesterday. I put it off and then forgot. And then Brett didn't do any of it this morning, which mainly by any of that I mean he didn't do the cat litter and he didn't take the trash out. I can't do the cat litter because I'm pregnant, and there's something related to the cat pee and stuff that I can't deal with while pregnant because it's bad for the baby. But I did take the trash out because I really wanted at least that to be done today, so that our trash cans could be empty, and come Saturday, if we have a lot of trash, we can fit it all in there. So there's that. Anyway, I have my potatoes and I'm making my eggs. I probably need to start scrambling them. I'm going to eat and then try to get a bunch of windows clean before I go to work. I'll probably start getting ready at 11. Make sure I'm ready at 11 and then leave at like 11:30, 11:45. I have pretty much everything on. That's false. I have sandals, I have jeans, I have this. I have my face ready. My face is make-upped, and I have my hair, I know that it has to be, but it'll look better. And I have my hair up. I'm gonna have to put on socks and my black pants and my belt and my shoes. I'm gonna wear this shirt there. I feel I'm like almost sick. But I'm gonna wear this shirt there. They haven't given me my shirt yet, and then my hat and my name tag are in the car, so there's that. Anyway, I'll check back in maybe before I go to work or sometime later today. Bye. Hey, so I want to talk about this in my pregnancy update video, but this isn't a pregnancy update video. I just want to keep you updated in general, because I feel like these things are happening, maybe not closer together. It's been a little over a week. But today, for the 3rd time, I had, I don't know what you want to call it, a situation, I guess, where I just suddenly felt like I didn't feel super hot right away, not till like the end of it, but, well, today, I'll tell you what happened today, and then I'll tell you, it's not a big deal, I'm just like talking and not breathing. I was making my breakfast. I had already talked to you. I'd finished my breakfast. I was just putting the eggs and the potatoes together, and putting the cheese and whatnot on it. And I got the cheese on, and I was gonna put ketchup on. I did put ketchup on, but that's about where I was in making my food. And I just kind of felt like my stomach had kind of been feeling weird, kind of since I woke up, but like where I wasn't really hungry, but I definitely wanted to eat something, like before I went to work and stuff. And then I had like the egg situation and stuff, the eggs. But I just like, sorry, I don't even know how to describe the first feeling, but it was just kind of like a weird stomach feeling, and then it kind of like my head started to get a little fuzzy, like my eyesight wasn't really fuzzy, not really, toward the end it started to get fuzzy, but it just kind of slowly was coming on, where I was just like feeling like I was gonna get sick or pass out. And it just kind of got stronger and stronger, and I got to the point where I was putting like the ketchup on my stuff, and I was like, okay, I just want to get the ketchup on here, get it mixed in, and then I need to go sit down because that kind of helped before. And I'll tell you about those in a second, but so I was trying to mix it in and stuff, and it was just getting worse, and I was like, okay, I just have to sit down. So I like pushed my bowl as far away from the edge of the counter as possible because Xena was still out, and I came in here and just kind of like sat/laid down on this chair and closed my eyes and just kind of like laid there and like breathed for a minute, and it ended up going away, which is how it's been the other 2 times. Like, this is, like I said, this is the 3rd time that's happened. The first time I was watching the kids, it wasn't huge, I mean, it hasn't been a huge deal any other times, but I was watching the kids and I was eating some oatmeal. I was maybe like, had just started eating or halfway through eating the oatmeal that I had made, which I don't really usually make oatmeal for myself, but I had made oatmeal that day because it felt good. It sounded good, and it wasn't the oatmeal because I hadn't eaten very much, I don't think. And I definitely hadn't eaten anything today before this thing, but at that time I was like eating and sitting here and just kind of felt like really hot all of a sudden, and just like I was gonna get sick. And so I went upstairs. I was already sitting in this situation, in the first situation, but I went upstairs and like told the kids I'd be right back or whatever, and sat on like the seat of the toilet, and just kind of sat there, and I was like sweaty and stuff like you get right before you're about to throw up, and I thought maybe I could avoid it if I just kind of like chilled. So I sat on the seat of the toilet, like the seat down, and I just kind of sat there for a minute and breathed and stuff, and it went away. And then the second time I was at church, we were doing worship before the sermon, and it wasn't this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, and I just suddenly had that come on and had to sit down for a moment because I thought otherwise I would have to run to the bathroom. But yeah, today was the 3rd time that it happened, and aside from pregnancy, I don't really know what the common thing would be between those 3 things. It's not like I don't have it, that hasn't happened a lot, but and I wasn't really surrounded by hot stuff any of the times. Maybe the fact that I hadn't really eaten yet. I mean, I was eating oatmeal in the first situation, but I hadn't eaten very much yet, and they all took place in the morning. And the second time, I think I had some donuts, like some donut holes, some Timbits at church. But that morning, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, I hadn't had time to make breakfast, so I'd had some donuts. So maybe it was just like not having something that really filled me up in the morning. So it might have been something related to that, being like hungry. But it's just so weird, it just kind of comes on, and it kind of worried me this morning having it because I have to go to my first day of work today, and I don't want to have to be like hey, I'm feeling sick, can I sit down for a minute? I don't want them to think that, like, they don't know me yet, it's my first day of work. I don't want them to think that I'm the kind of person that just, like, makes up excuses to not have to work. I actually have these things, and I haven't let it get to the point to see what happens if I don't sit down and let myself rest. But I'm afraid that if I didn't, I would either throw up or pass out, or maybe both, I don't know. But I don't want to find out. So anyway, that happened today. I'll talk about it a little bit in my pregnancy video, but that's a little more of a longer explanation. But yeah, so that happened this morning. Anyway, I'm pretty much done eating. I need to clean some windows. And then I'm going to work, so I'll see you probably after work.